Ideas are the seed of transformation, and a progressive community is the soil that holds that idea, that nourishes that idea, and really brings it to germinate into a beautiful plant. A corollary of that is that the more progressive a community, better the prospects of new ideas to prosper and for transformation to happen. I truly believe that the time for India has come. The community now is more open-minded and progressive, and it is really going to help all of us, for Indians to achieve their full potential, for Bharatvasis to really fulfill the true potential, and for the Pravasi Bharatiya also to fulfill their true potential. For a moment, let us look at how ideas have helped transform the world as we know it. Broadly, there are three types of transformations. You have social ideas. For instance, Raja Ram Mohan Roy worked extremely hard and propagated this idea of abolishing sati. And it took many years eventually to get the backing of a legislation to abolish sati. Or the decriminalization of Section 377. Each of these started as an idea, and then it captured the popular narrative of the society, of the community, that adapted this reality and said, yes, this is how it must be. And then when sufficient critical mass of people believed that this is the value system that they believe in, it got, through advocacy, the backing of legislation. Similarly, if one was to look at ideas in the domain of money, which has really transformed society and shaped modern world the way it is, you have brilliant ideas like the credit card. Imagine the person who would have conceived such a delightful and useful idea that allowed you to just dig into your wallet and suddenly you have access to all the money that you might possess and otherwise not carrying. Or the concept of traveler's check that allowed you to convert from one currency to another. When we look at technology, right from the invention of the steam engine to more recently the touch phone or the earpods that make audiobooks possible, each of these started as an idea in someone's mind, progressed, and a community believed in that idea. Somebody invested money, and thereafter technology was developed to enable these things to happen. If you look at the last decade, the modern day transformation is happening on account of the coming together of all of these three aspects of social behavioral change, of money in some way supporting that change, and technology enabling it. Look at Uber, for example. Who could have imagined that 100-year-old taxiing industry could get transformed in such a powerful manner, and that people would be willing to lend their own cars to others and actually chauffeur them around the city? A combination of real-time location technology, money being available as additional income to car owners, people being more willing in an inclusive society and not minding being seen as a chauffeur, and somebody seeking a taxi willing to sit in front and offer that dignity to the person who is extending that service. What has made this possible is high degree of transparency. You know which car to expect and whom you're going to meet, what is the rating of that car. Likewise, the driver knows about you. And connectivity. Transparency and connectivity have become the two huge drivers which is transforming modern society. Look at TripAdvisor. TripAdvisor has been able to bring such a high degree of transparency and connectivity between the hotel management and the consumer and the potential consumer that all of them together have transformed and a much more customer responsive industry has come to shape. Now we're going to use the lessons from all these transformative ideas and apply them to solving India's chronic problems. Problems like honking are going to be solved, and private enterprise and government and citizens are going to come together. Individual citizens are going to act individually for collective good and earn incentives and equally earn disincentives. And private enterprise could earn upwards of $1 billion by solving honking. We're going to solve problems like air pollution. We're going to ensure every child in Bharat, every child on a construction site has access to world-class education so he can become a true citizen of the world. We're going to ensure women feel self-expressed in our cities. They are able to move freely at the time of their choice, in a clothing of their choice. We're going to make sure that our distressed farmers, they no longer have to sell us the food at 1/10 the price at which we purchase it in our cities, because they are the ones who are toiling. Their children deserve as much of a chance to fulfill their life's potential as our children do. And together with a fulfilled Bharat, with an economy that is progressive, will give birth to a new reality where a progressive Bharat, a progressive Bharatvasi, a progressive India and progressive Indians, and a progressive Parvasi Bharatiya will come together and redeem the pledges that our forefathers made of a great India, and redeem the pledges that we have made to our children to leave a better India for them. Together, the time has come for us as a community to nourish beautiful ideas and possibilities that I have captured in this book called Invertonomics, which is going to invert problems into economic opportunities. This novel methodology is going to transform the problem-solving narrative. So far, we have been cutting butter with a chainsaw. Now we're going to use this new methodology to transform India and take it to the heights it deserves.